So having cast off the 13 stitches at the start of that row and finished knitting the row, I now have to cast off 13 stitches purlwise in exactly the same way. So slip the stitch over and again, keep it loose as I said before. Okay, so let's have a count. How many have we done? 2, 4, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that should be 13, but just to do a safety check, the instructions say that we should have 23 stitches remaining. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 23, including that one. We have to purl to the end. Okay. Now you can do as the pattern says, you can just slip all these stitches onto a piece of spare thread, or you might have a stitch holder handy. And there are different sorts of stitch holders that you can get. So that's how it's looking with the shoulder shaping. And the reason why you're being left with these stitches and not casting them off is because when you go to do the neck, you will pick those stitches up. So I want to transfer now to a stitch holder, and these are the types we have. So that looks just like a huge pin, nappy pin. This one, again, a bit like an oversized nappy pin. And then you have this style, which you just take the top off, it's elasticated. So whichever one you choose is fine. This one, sometimes when you transfer the stitches, is likely to come undone. So, you know, if you want something to stay put, if you want your stitches to stay on, then something like this or the elasticated one is better. Now, because I know when I go to pick up the stitches, I will need to knit them, what I'm going to do is to take the stitches off from the reverse. So you can either just go along and put your needle through. So you need to tug it a bit. There you go. You can do that all the way along. Or you can be brave and just take your stitches off the needle and just run your stitch holder through the stitches. They're not going to come undone because you're not tugging at the yarn. And just keep them all the same way round. And there you go. So take the needles out of the way, the pattern out of the way. So that's what we have. It's the back of the child's cardigan. And now we can move on to doing the front.